Hi, everyone. Just a few words of encouragement for you all. In this life, you're going to always go through something, some trial, some tribulation, regardless whether some of you may make it known to people, regardless whether some of you choose to suffer in silence. But I also want you to keep in mind that just because you go through things does not mean that you have to walk around defeated. You have to remember, as a follower of Christ, you have power over the enemy. In Luke 10:19, he gave us power to trample over all scorpions, over any demonic power that tries to rise up against us. The Lord did not come and die for us for the enemy to have any type of say so of what goes on in our lives, guys. And I just encourage you that if you are going through something, to be mindful not to stay in the carnal mindset, because when you're thinking carnally, it causes you to get depressed, it causes you to stay depressed, it causes you to feel down and you find yourself going in circles. But you have purpose, guys. You're still here. If you're still living, you're still here. You still have a purpose. I encourage you to get up and fight, get in the word, and see what God has says about you guys, how he sees you. Pray and ask him to show you how, to view yourself as he views you, guys. Get back up, get in the word, stay in prayer, because that's really important. Because as long as we're down here, demons are not going to let up on us. And that means we can't afford to let up on them. We have the power over them. They don't have power over us, guys. This is why we really have to understand our identity in Christ. Just because we go through things does not mean we have to keep in the victim mentality, because we are not victims. According to the word, we are more than conquerors through Christ. So just be mindful, guys. Don't, keep your head held up. You are not defeated, and don't believe the lies of what the enemy's trying to tell you that you're defeated, because that is a lie from the pits of hell. You cast that to the pits of hell where it belongs, guys. Rebuke the lies. Oftentimes, you're going to have to fight and show the enemy who's boss. Don't let him take what the Lord came and died to give you guys freely. You are a follower of Christ. Just put it into action, guys. So I do pray you just find this message to be encouraging, everyone. As the brethren, let's keep everyone lifted up in prayer. You never know what someone could be going through behind closed doors, guys. And to just be mindful that we all have something that we're going through. Don't get so caught up in your own struggles, guys, to where you forget that there are others out there who have struggles. But even in the midst of having struggles, we have one another as the body of Christ who we can pray for. And of course, taking our problems to the Lord, but uplifting one another, guys, because the enemy does want to tear us apart. So I just ask that you be mindful of that, guys. Stay encouraged, stay motivated. You are not a victim, you are a victor. You are more than a conqueror through Christ. You are the apple of God's eye, guys. You have power, and use the authority that he gave you guys to put the enemy in his place and show him why there's a reason to fight, because there is a reason. If you're looking at this video, then that's because you know what I'm talking about, guys. I don't know who this message could very well be for, but you have a reason to fight. Put the enemy in his place and show him who's boss, guys. So I thank you all for listening, and you all be blessed.